Hey, Natalie, I just want to say thank you so much for
Hey.
joining us
Yes, thank you.
to go ahead and kind of talk to you a little bit about the course so we can get this information out of there. So, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
So, I just have a few questions I want to ask you in regards to the course. The first one that I have here, just to kind of touch base, is after taking the course, how confident did it leave you feeling in regards to microblading?
It left me very confident because I was able to reference back to some type of material, and I also felt like I got a lot of hands-on in the class between the tattoo skin and doing the orange peel and the banana. It just gave me a good feel for what I would actually be doing on a physical person.
Good. I'm really glad to hear that. And also, I just want to say, in terms of the class, I know that we took it about a month ago, and just, talking to you and keeping in touch with you, I'm really enjoying watching you grow. I mean, from the
Oh,
first
yeah.
eyebrow that you did to where you're at now, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I had a good teacher.
Thank you. Alrighty, so let's talk a little bit about the online class. So I know initially that you came in for a course, but I did give you access to the online because I like to be able to follow up and just kind of give you more reinforcement after the class to refer back to anything that we learned. Did you have a chance to kind of go through it? What are your thoughts on the online course?
I love the online course. I'm actually in my big girl job, as I call it. I used to be a corporate trainer, so I used to design those type of courses in order to train classes and for them to reference back. So I felt like it was very easy through navigate through the table of contents. I could find everything right away. So it was definitely easy to guide through, and also very informative. I felt like everything that was discussed in the class was exactly like the course online. So I really liked it.
Good, that's really good to hear. And then another question here is I know, again, just stating that you recently did complete the course. So this might be a long shot, but have you had any paying clients yet?
I have actually. So I did 5 models. And that was really exciting because I did have some good tippers. So between the tippers and my first paying client, I've made about $700. So that has almost paid for my course, which is really, really exciting. So I'm super glad that I took a leap of faith and just came in and gave it my all. So I'm very, very excited. I mean, who doesn't like extra money?
Definitely. Well, that's really exciting. And, again, I'm really proud of you. That's really awesome given that, it's been about a month or so since you've completed the course. So that's really cool.
What
Um,
made you take that next step from like watching the videos to then taking it on a person, the
So,
application?
so when I originally started looking into my microblading, I mean, it's all over social media. And I'm already a makeup artist, so I feel like social media kind of gives you videos that you're gonna want to watch. So with the microblading, I was like, this is really interesting. So the first thing I did was I went on like the Florida state website to see what the requirements were. And I was like, okay, so I took the course. I was like, okay, I've had a job since I was 15 years old, so I kind of want to get out of corporate America. I've been doing makeup for about 6 years, and I started seeing microblading online, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, I take about 30 minutes to draw in my own eyebrows, so I saw that it was like growing. So I did research on it. I got my licensing, and then I started looking for local artists in Tampa that would possibly train. So the big thing for me was the presentation on her website was amazing. Like it was easy to navigate, very professional. And some of the other people that I've talked to, for what they were offering, the quality of their work and the course option and the amount that they were charging for the course, I felt like Zoe was the best bet. I like that she called me personally and she talked to me, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm ready to take like this, leap of faith. Being a single mom and just paying for to basically better myself and make extra money, it was like a big thing for me. I was like, okay, like I'm recently going through a separation, so there's all these life things, but I was like, you know what? She made me feel very comfortable. So I signed up and I went and did the hands-on class, which I absolutely loved. And I love that she also gave me access because I had a million questions when she contacted me. I think that's when she was like, okay, let me call her. So I like that I had some type of reference because I used to be a corporate trainer, and that's what we did. We made basically booklets or online courses to have someone go back and have some type of refresher, because we were in class for a good amount of time and it was a lot of new information.
Right.
So between having the online course and being able to do it hands-on with the tattoo skin, and the fruit was the big one for me because you're actually cutting into something. So that made me feel really, really confident. As a matter of fact, I kept my orange peel until it started molding because I was so proud.
Oh, funny.
So proud. So definitely a great experience. I would do it all over again. Zoe, you're a great teacher, and just from talking to you, you're very personable, and because of the type of training that you got, I think that makes you even a better teacher. So very, very happy that I took the leap of faith.
Thank you for that. I mean, I can definitely relate to you. I am as well a single mom, and I was in corporate for about 7 years before I took that leap of faith, and you kind of just have to do it, and then it all kind of falls in place. So I'm really glad that you were able to do that and found your way to me. So
Yes, thank you.
you're welcome. And then the last thing I have here is, what can you say is the most beneficial about the in-person training that you took at Zoe Milan Studios?
For me was the actual, when we went through the course and we actually got to practice. That to me is a big, big thing. Hands-on just makes everything better, especially I think the most nerve-wracking thing about microblading is the fact that this is someone's face.
Right.
So I know I'm picky about my face. So just being able to like put the pen to the paper and just practice, and the different things that you did, like you had us do it on paper first and then actually practicing with the blade that we would be using. So another thing that I loved about coming in and actually taking the course was that you supplied all the materials, because when I did research on Amazon, I was like, okay, I don't even know where to start. So you kind of you kind of gave us everything that you physically use, and that made it very helpful, because since I started taking the models and the clients, everything that you've given me I've been able to use. So it wasn't like you gave us no materials and then you said, oh, here you go, and then we had to figure it out all on our own. So from using those same materials on the clients, the pigmentation that you personally use, that just kind of gave me a boost of confidence, like, okay, I can really do this.
Good. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to kind of talk over this with us. And, again, I can't say how proud of you I am. You're doing really good. And I am so glad that you found your way to our course and chose me to actually learn this skill. So I'm grateful for that.
Thank you very, very much. You are amazing. And I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you. You too.